Good morning, all. It is Wednesday, the 2nd of December. And, I tried 3 times yesterday to get this recording to take, and something was going on in my system. It was not wanting to save them. So I'm like, back because I had stuff just happening like crazy I had to take care of. So I'm doing this on an odd day. Um, End of November was amazing. We had 18 working days that month, and just behind like crazy. We've had illness. We've had people that left, went to other places. People that had family issues they had to deal with. We were scrambling to keep things moving files around to different people, having to restart files. It was one of the craziest months I've ever had. It was a beating that like none other. But we still closed 114 transactions out of the office, which was absolutely awesome, amazingly awesome, for an 18 working day month. And then, of course, the amazing amount of requests coming in for update. Well, the thing about it is, if you're working on files and you have to stop update on other files, it stops your ability to get the file done that you're working on. So it really compounded things because of just the enormous amount of stuff that's going on in our world. But I'm really, really, really happy with the team. The team has done an amazing job. There's a lot of people might say, hey, wait a minute, I'm still waiting. I'm not hearing much. And I get it. It's going to sound like my team ain't kicking ass from your world. You're going to feel like, wait a minute, they're dropping the ball huge. But when you look at things as a whole from that 30,000-foot flyover, from my perspective, like, wow, they literally beat themselves to death to get there. And come the end of the month, that last day, we came skidding to a stop. I literally, I just got done climbing Everest without assistance of anything, trying to sprint up that thing. I felt like I just fell over and just crashed. It was rough. It was a tough month, but they got it done. They got a lot done. We're getting close to catching up on everything. So those of you who are still, hey, we're still behind, we're getting there. We're working a system in place. We're getting it going. We've been getting it going. Myself and Ellen are looking every day at what the priorities are and readjusting priorities. We got to start much earlier. Like right now, 6:23 in the morning. I'm filming this. Been at it since very, very early. Yesterday, I was up at 2 a.m. So we're doing what we have to get caught up with this, and we're putting things in place to see if we can avoid this kind of thing catching us again. We've never been caught like that before. It caught us hard, but we're gonna stay ahead of it. We don't give up. We're not gonna throw any damn towel. Bruised, bleeding, missing limbs. I'm crossing that damn finish line, and my team feels the same. So let me share with you where the market is today. It's not open yet. So this is actually just kind of showing you where we were yesterday, day before yesterday. What I was commenting on yesterday morning was the wild swings we're experiencing in that 3.0, all the way up to the top of the trading range and to the bottom of the trading range. I mean, it was going negative as far as rates were concerned. Then it comes back to yesterday, open down below the 30-day moving average. And of course, below the 10-day moving average. I was a little bit worried about that, but it closed above the 30-day moving average, just barely above it. So that's a good thing. We've got that little bit of support. We also have this support down here. Now, market's not open yet. I don't know how it's going to go today. A lot of volatility, a lot of worries with the resurgence of the virus, things like that. So the one thing that I am kind of confident in is the continued we're continuing to remain within this range. So the rates that I've been quoting people, we've been talking about, seems to be able to hold true. And I hope it's going to continue to hold that going forward. So not too stressed about what the market's going to do rate wise, but just know there's some extreme volatility we're going to be possibly experiencing here coming into the end of the year, resurgence of virus. And my wife, they had as much as 7 COVID units open in her hospital, dropped it down to 1. Now they're back up to, I think, 4 or 5, and they have the ICU bleeding into her ER. So she's a what they call a float nurse, where she's pretty much just running around handling all the crazy cases, and she's a charge nurse, so she switches off every other shift, and so sometimes she's having to manage that bleeding into her ER. So it's crazy stuff that they're dealing with. It's serious stuff. We've seen a lot of things happen to a lot of good people, and just a lot of people, period, when it comes to the virus. We're also seeing a lot of crazy political horseshit going on with that. So I don't even want to get into that. I don't want to talk that kind of stuff. Just protect yourself, protect those around you. And also want to thank you guys for the trust. Continue to work with my team. working our guts out. We appreciate you putting your faith in us. Also, the Operation Underground Railroad. If you go back to aaron.chapman.com, scroll down and click on the donate, look at the people who've jumped in there. Look at some of the names there. Some of these people didn't even do loans with us, and they're jumping in. I happened to be a guest on one of the guys' podcasts, and and Chris, when he jumped in there, it was just awesome. Chris Prefontaine, thank you, man. Just appreciate everybody that's on there. All of you guys that are helping us out to accomplish something. And every time we close those 100 plus transactions we did last month, that's going to fuel that. So just know that, that you guys are continuing to contribute because you're doing business with us. And this is never going to stop. As long as I have breath, I want to continue to drive that campaign. So thank you for helping me drive that campaign. I pray that your December starts awesome, and we're here for you. Please reach out if there's anything you need. We're going to get it done. We sincerely appreciate you trusting us.